Alright. Everyone alright?
Yeah. Right, this is the 5th of the 5th. This is now 5.
5 days.
It is the 5 and 5. Yeah.
Favourite golf club of 2018. I mean golf equipment. That is a big call, isn't it? What has been either your favourite tested, hit, used, doesn't matter, can be any club. What made the biggest stir in 2018 golf club wise for you and me? It'll be interesting to see what their comments are down below. Hit the thumbs up button if you like these videos, and don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel if you don't already as well. Happy Christmas and New Year. We're reviewing, aren't we? It's been like a bit of a review.
Yeah, it's been great.
Nice. Yeah. Favourite club? Let's see what it is. Go on then, Dan.
Right, well, before we kick off,
What's your favourite club?
before we do that,
Worries
I've
me
just
when he
got a
says
little
it.
something for you both.
Story
I've got this
time.
little box of frogs.
Story
Got a
time.
little preszy for you both, alright?
What?
Something for you.
Dan, you
Alright,
shouldn't
Matt.
have.
Is that Ribena?
Yeah,
Oh, Lucas 8.
got a little something for you there, alright?
thanks, Dan.
Brilliant.
But what I've also done is I've got something for the family as well.
Oh, I don't drink. I don't drink white.
Yeah, you I know you drink that.
Oh,
There's something for the family as well. Don't make sure the family get this, alright?
yeah.
Thank you,
I know
Dan.
you're going to nibble away
Look
on
at
that.
that.
Yeah.
Dan is like
All
forever
right,
the
Santa
politician,
Dan.
isn't he? Just trying to win votes. Right.
Winning friends.
Thanks, I'll give you your present before we finish, Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right, favourite club 2018. What have you got?
Right, we've done a lot of reviewing this year,
Oh.
haven't we? There's been
And I
lots.
must say, I've enjoyed having Dan. Comments down below, let us know if you enjoyed Dan adding his opinion as well. We include Matt a little bit as well, but obviously he's sponsored with Callaway and doesn't really care about it. I'm sponsored by Titleist, but Titleist and I have got an agreement where they're happy for me to be neutral, where with Matt, he's just happy to say Callaway's great.
Yeah, which it is.
Yeah, which amen.
Yeah.
And Happy New Year! And also, to be honest with you, one of the other reasons we don't use Matt, joking aside, is because when we test a lot of clubs, sometimes we do 4 or 5 in a row.
Take you all day to do
correct,
it.
it would take a lot more shots
Yeah.
with Matt to get any kind of data that doesn't just show him.
Yeah.
Where me and Dan have a different level of consistency with the driver, which is often the club we're testing. So yeah, but I've enjoyed having you along, Dan.
It's been good
It's
fun.
been good to have a different voice and bounce my opinions and yours back off me. It's been nice. So what has been your favourite?
I think for me, it's been a driver. It's the Mizuno.
Okay.
Well, we did a test on this. We reviewed this club. It's the GT 180.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yes, I do.
We actually got a member of ours from the golf club to come in and have a little go with it as well.
remember that, yeah.
And we switched the screen off just to get him to hit shots. We changed the settings and to see if there was any sort of real movement, wasn't there, really? To see what changes that we made to the head, which would create different shots and bits. And it did.
Yes.
There was a lot of movement with that club.
Very extensive neck on it.
The neck you could manoeuvre a lot, which was great. But also with the rails on the back, I think there was 3 settings in the different rails on the back, so you could really sort of punch into what you wanted to get from it. And so from a fitter, that club works.
Kind of gave you tools.
Gave me all the tools I need to fit
Like the
people
loft
into.
on it is like crazy, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it
really
goes from
good.
like
From
7.5 up to near
nearly
11, 12. Yeah, I think but I can check that. But yeah,
It's quite standard.
And even down to the fact they've got this little bit on the bottom which then can allow the club to sit in a different way. They kind of ticked a lot of boxes. And then when we hit it, we got some great numbers from it.
well, we struggle to get bad numbers from anything because they're all pretty good.
But the feel, the look of it when you look down.
That stunning blue look,
oh.
but everyone likes the blue, like you show it to people and go, yep, like that. And it always baffles me again, I've said this on a number of videos, why more people aren't putting that in their test centres, you know, why more people aren't going in and going, I want to try that one. Because the comments are always good. It's so much often with this game that I often don't think look behind the curtain about how much it's supported by pro shops, then how much a manufacturer supports pro shops, pre-books. There's so many different layers to what ends up in your pro shops that they don't realise, which makes them have the choice of trying things or not. I always think it's interesting when people talk about, like say my deal with Titleist as a thing. I always think, cool, even your pro shop to even what adverts you watch, to even what you're being shown through many media outlets, is so much more controlled than something that's so loose as, say, my deal, where it's actually one of the only deals I know in place where working with a company where you're allowed to say what you want, and most of the others you're absolutely not. It's quite a funny one, because it should be in more people's tests.
I agree,
it's just that it's not in their shop, then they're picking up with it, because it is a great club.
Yeah, it is. And I'd like to see more Mizuno woods in people's golf bags. I think they've done well with that.
Absolutely, like that one. Matthew, I'm interested. This is probably your most boring category, isn't it? What's been your
You can blur me out and I'll go. Well, I've quite liked having a rinky.
Yeah, I like this as well, because I distinctly remember having a conversation with you where you said things along the lines of, I'll never have a rinky, because you just couldn't understand how you hit what to you would feel more like a wood club. You couldn't work out the soft hits with it, could you? It was like, that club, I whack it, and if I whack it, it goes like, why
is it not going too far? And I also struggle with the lefts whenever I tested stuff like that.
Because of the uprightness of the hybrids.
I have enjoyed it.
Yeah. I've enjoyed watching you hit it.
It's the only thing that I don't like is that it's not the same standard as yours.
Yeah. Not the what, same standard. He doesn't like the fact that I hit mine better.
That's the only thing that I hate about it. But I just love that miss hits as well compared to my 4-iron generally will
gear a bit more.
Yeah, and distance, I think, again, I haven't properly tested it, but it seems to go up where a normal shot will go compared to a 4-iron, where I think the drop off would be bigger.
Yeah, well, I think because you haven't got the CG off the face as much as on 4-iron, you get the low spinners that you get on a hybrid, which then, even though it drops out the air, it runs up. Yeah. Where with a 4-iron miss hit, it can be equally as, like, you haven't got the gearing helping you both ways, up and down and left and right.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, did you, growing up, have 2 irons in the bag and then into 3-wood driver?
I went 2-iron driver.
Did you? So you didn't even have a 5-wood or a 3-wood?
He believed he was so good.
And that 2-iron out there, bang, you know?
But that's what you see, isn't it? When a lot of players coming from that background, they don't want to see woods.
Paul Casey, I looked in his bag, it was a 3-iron and a 2-iron, then a driver and a 3-wood. There was no hints of hybrids in there when I looked at it. I mean, it might change. Yeah. And he's like muscly smacker, drawer as well. He was drawing it. Yeah. And I just thought, if I gave him a hybrid 23 degrees and said, hit a soft cut in there, he'd just look at me and go, why? That's what I felt. I'm not saying that's true, because I only filmed him for a tiny bit, but that's what I felt. You get that feeling with players. Like.
And I have picked it as well because I think it is a big part of lots of amateurs' game that can improve.
100%.
Massive.
100%.
Like, they could go to 6-iron rinky if they wanted to. Lots of people, couldn't they?
A lot of the fittings I'm doing now, they're stopping at almost 7-iron. Yeah. And then we're getting them in 6 or 5 hybrids. To replace 2 clubs, bringing it into 1, it just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Well, that went a lot better now.
And the Rogue Driver as well. Top seller, is it? Is it a top seller this year? Probably is.
Tuber Odyssey. Been frightfully good this year.
Daddy 4 wedges.
Apex irons.
All custom verbal from many good retailers. Right, that's enough.
Sorry. What sponsored?
So my favourite clubs, okay? So my favourite drivers, I'm going to go driver as well. Ping G400 Max.
Yeah,
just can't beat it.
That was good. What? Yeah.
You just can't beat that club. And I actually think they beat them. So they beat themselves with that club, which I always think is quite funny. Because you had the G range, 3 clubs. You had the G driver,
LS Tech,
and then LS, and then SF. And then the G400 Max came out, and I just was thinking, well, why would you ever? Who's buying the G now? I get the low spin one, and I get the SF, but why that one's gazumped itself? But that's what I love about Ping. They don't care if they do something. Think, actually, do you think this is better? Yeah. They just give you it, which is why I've always.
It is a great company.
Yeah, we went and visited them, and it was great. It was good. Like, you could just feel a very different atmosphere to many other companies. Yeah. The family-run side, seeing Dad's office as such, because it was obviously it was Carlston's office there. Not Carlston now. Just an all grown. It was like a campus. It was like a university campus, wasn't it? And the passion in people like Marty Jensen and Paul Wood and Eric.
So knowledgeable as well.
Knowledgeable but passionate. It was. There was no sales. There was no like like they were just like, we've done this research and found this.
Yeah.
It was a discovery-driven ideas and that passion for discovery, rather than we're going to put this bell and whistle on because then we got something to shout about and blow. Noticeably different. So definitely Ping G400 Max. Obviously I'm sponsored by Titleist, so read into this however you want. TS2, TS3, I love my TS3.
I do, love mine.
I like the fact that it is faster than 917 and it kind of puts it back into that kind of faster bracket. Not that I'm seeing any massive kind of gains, to be honest with you, but I like the fact that consistently it comes out a little bit longer as I test it over time. And I like the fact they've just tried to give it fast. Like they've gone like, here you go, have some speed, you want some speed, here's the speed. I love the buzz that's going on around it at the minute, but anyway. So TS3 for me, which I think TS2 for most people, it would be best. And then for me, as always, my rinky dinks, hard not to choose that club.
You've changed it though.
And I've changed it, but has anything changed? I even saw a comment the other
shift.
Well, I did it more. It was an accident first, and then I kept it in there just to almost try and. I quite like trolling my own audience a little bit. Because I quite like them to just like. I don't like force feeding them. Like you think as well.
Yeah.
Like you're allowed to think, and it'll make you better. I think. So I changed it because I wanted to see comments of going. Oh, he's changed it, he's sponsored, but there was nothing because there's been no change in performance.
Level,
It's still a club that we play with Richard McAvoy, and he's like, what is that club? Like, how are you doing that? And that's not because it's Titleist or because it's big. I reckon the next range he was trying one. He definitely was. Be honest with us, Richard, you definitely were. And I also like, the Rinky for me as well, same reasons as Matt, more people could go lofted hybrids instead of 5 irons, 4 irons. And my 5 irons in my bag, but it's a 60% play club. I play it, but it's not, it's to do with situation of the match that will influence it more than if it's the right club.
Much, does it?
No, because I'm happy just to chip that 23, and more people would benefit from that. And then the other last club for me, which has been great, so again personal, has been the Vokey pitching wedge, so the 46 Parfield. Because I have been chipping with it a bit, and my chipping always needs as much help as it can. And getting that thinner sole out for a thicker sole for me has been quite interesting, and something again more people I think.
Try it definitely.
So there you go. Top clubs. What's been your top club 2018? What's going to be the big ones in 2019? Post comments down below, love to hear. There'll be loads more reviews coming next year, me and Dan, me as well, and a bit with Coach, because you've got involved in some of the wedge ones and putter ones and stuff like that. And yeah, so loads more reviews coming. Can't wait for 2019, it's going to be a great year for equipment, as it always is. It's just fun, there's loads of shiny new things, isn't there?
We like
shiny
coming out.
Absolutely. Hit thumbs up button down there. As always, see you in the new year. Have a Christmas, New Year. Thanks for watching. That was our 5 from 5. Woo!
5.
Woo!
5.